Probably should hold off on drinking my water. The news today was telling people, it's really funny. They were like, bro, storms do not double in size as fast as this storm did. So don't expect this storm to do what you're used to. If you can leave, you need to get the fuck out. That's literally what they were saying, and I was laughing about that. I was like, well, I'm not leaving, so y'all got to find something else to tell me. Your tracking sucks. Fucking literally, the watch captain's in our camp. Nope, no names. I have absolutely nothing, but I mean, look. Let me go over that also with you. What I would do if I was the one running the raids, if I'm not there. Okay? Have the raid, and this might sound weird to you, have them gather. What the fuck is this? No, I don't want that shit. I don't want any of that shit. Have them gather in SSRA. Okay? Have them gather in SSRA and try to kill see if you can get a commanders or anything like that. Probably going to be 1,000 picks, because that's where people are going to be. They're not going to be in the deep. They're not going to be trying to level AAs. Sorry. People will be. People trying to win will not be. Okay, we got it named in here also. Coricust's courier is up. He is named. So what I would do is I would be in there, because in order for you to do the mobs that we want to do, Archlich, High Priest, and everything like that, you need the keys. So just have them gather there until raid time. At raid time, you just move over. Somebody goes and pops the raid. So anybody that's early, anybody that can get on early, from 5:15 or whatever time that they do it, somebody should be going and farming, trying to get the named. You know, for lack of a better phrase, somebody should be at a comm camp. And the reason you're at the comm camp is just to get the names. Okay? To get the keys. I don't know about that. I have not heard that, but that don't mean anything. I don't really look for information. I don't know if that makes me sound weird or what. I just don't look for that information. There it is. Woo! All right. All right, what is that? Blood-stained note. Don't think I need it. What is that? Message to Faradar. Pretty sure I don't need it. What is that? Definitely don't need it. Nastar Helm. Probably don't need it. A stank sandwich. Oh, there you go. What do we got here? Lure of ice. I don't need it. I honestly don't think I need that either. But hey, I got a couple of guys. Hey, guy. All right, why is it? What I'm looking. Why is no one trying to trade me torpor? That's really my question. No one is trying to trade me torpor. I'll just sit. I won't. You know. Is that on another server? Is there a write-up somewhere I am not aware of? I need to go check it. Keep in mind, I did not pop a potion. That's how close I was. And where would the keys be? Quests inside of SSRA? You're saying there's a guy in SSRA that you're supposed to bring something to that would give you the keys? I don't know. I was running around with my rogue and the doors just opened. I may have already had the keys though when I keyed myself for raiding there. All right. Oh, hello. Oh, Ancient Guardian. That motherfucker big, so I keep thinking it's the named, and it's not. It never is the named. Where are you going to be XPing? We're going to be heading out in 30 minutes. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, he's got a group. I don't know. Oh. Yeah. I asked the question like, Oh, so you're making the Beast Lord so that you don't have to fight with everybody for like imp keys or VT keys or anything? bro. Like the mobs that we're fighting. I mean, like Rag 1, Rag 2, Archlich, XTC, things like that. They're High Priest, Cursed. I mean, they drop the same freaking loot as Vexthal. So we can end up with Vexthal loot on night 1. I'm assuming all the good guilds are going to do that. You know it, Oz. Already got the shaman to level 60, so I mean, my night's already paid for. I'm already 4% in almost, so, and I didn't even have to burn an XP potion because they have the bonus XP going right now. I'm already at max XP, so I don't need nothing. Well, we all know that's not true. There's no such thing as having fun in this game. We don't allow that. I thought that was some like W.C. Fields joke. The coldest winter I ever had was the summer I spent in San Francisco. Isn't that his famous quote? Talking about how shitty San Francisco is. Ugh, stop using that weapon, bruh. What happens casting Primal Avatar? It says it cast. Oh yeah, that's the 112, baby. That's the 112. Oh, look. Oh, my mage weapon, boy. Look at that. How did only part of that room respawn? Is that one of those rooms where they just... I don't know. I think the war dog or whatever it is that he has as his pet is the best pet. I think. Thursday Oz is Luckland. Shadows of Luckland comes out. Everybody's excited. Everybody's ready to get their AAs. Some people are. Nerdy Barb. Appreciate the raid, bud. I'm assuming were you with Barb. I'm assuming that's you're a barbarian of some sort. Do you play on Teak? I'm making a lot of assumptions here. That's what I do. Oh yeah? Rating. Rating. We just had one. King Tormax? Oh, yeah, very nice. Oh, wow, you did all of those at the same time? In the same session, I guess. Yeah, it took us on Sunday. We did Yelly and Kale in about 2 hours, just under 2 hours. And CT was on lockout because we had done it on Thursday. And we didn't go after Tunair as a business decision. Too many of our nerds didn't want to ruin faction, even though it's really not that big of a deal. You still have characters that want to play characters their own way. You know what I mean? And they say, I don't want to ruin my faction. And we're like, well, okay. Well, I hope you don't want to be a Shissar, because we're going to ruin that faction. Do you guys have plans for Luckland coming up? Like, we're going to go do SSRA day one. I mean, obviously we're going to do an instance because we're not open world people. I got you. Yeah, I need to. I'm planning on XPing, getting my AAs and stuff, while looking for the commanders. I went over on the Mischief yesterday, last night, I guess is the proper term, so that I could check it out. It actually looks pretty, I don't want to say easy. Everything was droppable, basically. So even though it's not ideal that everything is lore, right? It's at least droppable, so it makes it easier. Like, if I'm going to be there, I can pick it up, put it on an alt or whatever like that. The good news about it is they can all drop all the pieces. Like, I don't have to kill one of the named in that room on the way up to, or by the disc to go to Imp. I don't have to go in that room to get an insignia, for example. Right? An insignia can drop from one of the other guys. So if you were to just, kill commanders or whatever like that, you could fully key, flag, whatever you want to call it, because the insignia were dropping off of those guys as well. The strange green ore, strange green metal, whatever you want to call it, drops off of any of the named there. It's not lore. Obviously droppable. So it was pretty awesome. So like but yeah, I mean, if people are just looking to XP, I did get a shard. It was a tack shard, and I'm concerned that other shards can drop in other places, and people will believe they got an SSRA or one other shard, and it actually be one for another place. Not the worst thing that could possibly happen, mind you, but if somebody says, "Oh, I got all my keys or all my shards except, I don't know, the gray," and then they camp in the gray because that one sucks, and then it drops and they go to loot it and they already have it and they're like, "But I've never hunted in the gray." That's what my concern is, that they'll waste a lot of time there. But, at the end of the day, they'll get XP doing that. So there we go. I'm just grinding away here. Got a group of guildies. I'm grinding to get my my box shaman level 60. He just dinged a second ago. So we're doing it good. So are you if you're pushing hard for VT, which I guess is everybody's goal to begin with, are you not raiding on opening day? Or I guess there's some guilds that don't really like to get their business out there, I guess. So, yeah, probably not the best question to ask. Like the competitive guilds, I guess they don't really like to share their raiding plans. I don't ever anticipate being a competitive guild. I mean, I do want to clear the content, but when it comes to racing people or DPS racing or any of that, no, I'm not. I got no plans to do that. Oh, son of a bitch. That guy life tapped me and wow, 150 already on smithing. What is he making? That was fast. So like I'm because some of the named inside of the mobs in SSRA can drop VT gear. That's what we're going to aim for, I think, on Thursday. And then Sunday, our next raid night. Obviously, we're not going to be able to hit Vexthal that night, so we're probably going to go over and do like I don't know. I'll have to feel people out for Umbral Plains and Akiva, or is it Akiva? Yeah, Akiva Ruins. I think that's right. I mean, get Doomshade, Rumble Crush. Don't really care about any of the other guys. And get the Vaden. I mean, there's a lot of I guess other mobs we can get inside of there, Shay, etc. That's what I meant to mention. Oh. Trade skill items. That's exactly what I meant to mention. That's not a pop, that's a pet. So yeah, 10 items with trade skill designations. Again, not holding them for people, but I want people to be considerate of others that do trade skill. That's what I meant to mention. instead of just going for items for statistics. Like the 15% blacksmith gloves, the hammer, the hammer of the Iron Frost or some shit like that. I know what is going on with your pet? Get that dog under control. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, hoping that we can get into VT, but I mean, the first hurdle I want to deal with is Imp. And getting people Imp flagged. That's, I guess on the low end of the totem pole, like we sit, that's more cause for concern than than really trying to push to get into VT. Okay, bruh. I don't think your pet is trying at this point, dude. Now, the only thing your pet is doing is trying my patience. Oh! I say that, but it doesn't even really matter. Stupid ant. They're all coming into my house because apartment. Because the hurricane's headed this way. So it's just... Boo! Not the named courier. Oh my God. I can't get that song out of my head. You know how when you hear a song and it just doesn't leave your head? That's where I am right now. Oh, nope. I feel that right there. Yeah, we had an issue with DPS. Well, I'll say with DPS, among other things, but we'll say DPS is the primary problem. So we never got Vulak. That still digs in my craw, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We never got Vulak, so we didn't clear everything inside of Velius. Well, I mean, we didn't. I say that we didn't take down Tunair either, but that was more of a choice. I don't think we would have had a problem getting Tunair, but Rangers, Druids, and half of our clerics noped out on that. So, but yeah, the large guild drama. I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, we're a very casual guild that wants to clear content. You know, we relied. I'm not going to say heavily, but we relied pretty heavily with only a couple of main clerics. 3 main clerics for the majority of or 2 main clerics for the majority of the expansions. Yeah, that's what we did. Once we went to the 3.5 day lockout, people were like, "Hey, we can push for we can use this time to push for Vulak," and I'm like, "No." Vulak's 1 tier 1 mob. 1 T1 mob. I get Yelly, KT, and AOW in a single night, and I do CT and Dozakar. I get it, Dozakar is not a T1 mob, but his quest items are T1 level. So I'm like, we do that on the other nights, so I don't really need to push. The way I looked at it, I didn't need to push to try and get Volak down. I probably will go back and knock him down when we have a extra night or whatever like that, where we don't have anything to do but we want to do something. But oh yeah, well, we didn't do that. So